What is up? What's up, everybody? This is a live video today because I kind of forget sometimes that people watch this on the replay and it's not like my normal stuff. So, yes, we're doing a live today. I always talk about on the channel how we like to make money and have a good ass time. And part of the live is just having a good time. So I love to just do these once in a while to hang out with everybody, hang out with the crew, you know, just have a vibe, have a Sunday feel type deal, and just answer any questions that may pop up. Have anybody, you know, just chit chat or whatever. And it's just usually it's a good time. It's usually a good time. I do have stock talks and stuff like that I sometimes I want to talk about stocks on here. Sometimes, you know, we just go with the flow of whatever you guys want to talk about. So that's kind of what these are. I know I never really kind of mentioned that before, but that's what we're doing. So hey, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, I've only done like what is on my hat? Maybe 2 or 3 of these. So, you know, we're still learning. We're still learning the ropes here. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me first. If you can hear me, can you let me know? Because that's really crucial. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty important. Just want to make sure this is working. And then we can get in and talk about kind of our predictions and stuff for the week. Also, I'm learning how to do this whole thing. So y'all just bear with me. You know, these are going to get better. But I'm still in my dilemma, you guys. I'm still in my dilemma of what to do with my Robinhood account. I just don't know. I just don't know what I want to do with that money. And it's just I'm being stupid about it right now too, because it's in a dumb spot. Like it's just sitting there. I'm not really adding any more to it. I haven't taken anything out. It's just sitting. And I feel like I need to do something with it, but I don't have the extra capital to just be like willy-nilly throwing it in there. So I kind of want to sell out and just try to flip it and just keep growing it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm still in a dilemma. I know we talked about it on the last live. Definitely still trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with that account. So I don't know. If anybody has any input, please let me know. I know we had some input last time about paying the debts. It was kind of a 50-50 split, I feel like. So I don't know. We're going to have to see. I don't know. I think what I'm honestly probably going to do this upcoming week with my Robinhood account is cash it out, put it in my trading account and do daily trading with it. Do some options trading with it. I think that's what I'm going to be doing because I don't know. I say that now, but I don't know. What do I think about Hood IPO? Robinhood's IPO? God, I don't know. Robinhood's kind of a hot mess. I got to be honest. Anything with Robinhood, I feel like at this point, I just don't know anymore. It was cool. Like, I appreciate Robinhood for what it did for a lot of people. But at this point in the game, like a year and a half into all those people getting into it, they're a little sloppy. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, if you want to trade it, trade the hype and you want to get in on it or something like that. But hey. No more. Oh, no. So at least I try to tell you guys all the time that I have a bunch of different portfolios. My dividend portfolio is not going anywhere. I will continue to constantly put money in there every single month, update you guys, talk about that. That's my favorite thing. But I'm just saying I have this Robinhood account that I'm not really doing much with. It has like $5,000 in it and it's just sitting there. So that's what I'm talking about, moving over to TD and trading it in the morning and trying to grow it and flip it and then see what happens there. I will always invest in my dividend portfolio. I wouldn't worry about that. That's like the main focus. Like that's the big one I'm really, really trying to grow. Like long term. Obviously I'm trying to grow both, but long term, the E-Trade is where it's at. Here's the other thing, you guys, like I always forget about my Roth. Does that happen to anybody else? I just forget to put money in there and I shouldn't be. Yeah, don't worry. Dividends are here to stay. Those are my fave. Those are really, I mean, if you only picked one way to run or work in the stock market, I would choose that. because the other way is just, it's time consuming. You have to learn a lot. You have to get really mentally tough. It takes a very long time to see returns from the other ways. Like consistent returns. You can get lucky, but you know what I mean. You agree with me on Robinhood? Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't think it's really worth it, I feel like, at this point. It says my Wi-Fi signal is really crappy. Is this like bad? Am I like in and out? I hope not. Golly, I hope not. Let me check everything. No, everything should be cool. You can let me know though if it starts to glitch or whatever. I don't know what's been going on with my Wi-Fi lately, but stuff's whack. Oh, another thing, you guys. How come nobody wants to play in my fantasy football league? Like, what's going on here? I need like 6 more people. It's choppy? Oh no. That's not good. Well, it's weird because my signal on the stream says choppy, but my signal on my computer says it's total. What the heck was that? Can you guys hear me? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Nicole's, I've left the chat. Wait, can you hear me now? Oh, golly. That's not going to be good. Am I here? Am I here? Am I here? What a cliffhanger. Anybody? Well, ain't this a problem? Like, why is it like this? It's better? Okay, good now. Okay, damn, okay. Damn, did I pay the bill? No, I'm confused because on the stream, it says I have poor connection, but on my main computer, it's fully there. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But we're going to rock and roll with it. I'm going to pretend like we're good. Like, I'm going to pretend like we're chilling. Hopefully, oh God. All right, well, whatever. You know what? I never claimed to be a professional with none of this, okay? So we're just rocking and rolling with what we have. I tried to put it on my like phone hotspot, but then I realized I was probably stupid. And that's when it cut out. So I'm thinking that's probably my bad right there. I'm good. Better, good. Okay. Shoot. Gosh, okay. This one cracks me up. What the heck? Everyone's please. Although at this point, if anyone watches the replay, they're gonna see it crap out and probably bounce. So it is what it is. I'm just here to hang out with whoever wants to come hang out with me. That's really it. But I appreciate that. Look at that. I didn't even know I could do this. You guys, I can highlight comments like this. Golly. I love that. That's so funny. Wait, okay, who was here in the last live? I think some of you were. I know some of you were. Airbnb. Remember I told you guys about Airbnb? It was like 134. It hit like 134. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna go much lower. Blah 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 blah. It's like what is it now? 140 or something? Did anybody buy it? Did anybody get in on that? I did not. I did not. So that's me, but I just wanted to know if anybody else did. Learn something new all the time. You really do. You really, really do. What's this banner? Nope. Nobody bought it. Negative. Nothing. Oh, man. I wanted some of y'all to make some money on it. I can't afford it. It's a little bit too pricey for me at this point since I already spent my budget and then some this month, which those videos are coming out next week. Have you considered investing in real estate, not a REIT, but owning actual real estate? Sorry. Oh, Jason. Yes, 100%. I have thought of that. It's actually one of my biggest goals. It's just hard, and I don't want to like make excuses or whatever, but like it's very hard in Southern California to do that. Like it's really difficult. I mean, the prices of homes are very expensive, and yes, you can argue like hard money, use other people's money, blah 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 blah, but the competition here, the actual inventory here, it's hard. So I just started building up my dividend portfolio because I knew that was a way right now that I could get into the investing stuff and make some sort of cash flow. But golly, yes, it's a huge dream of mine. I will own real estate. I will own my goal. What am I? I'm going to be 28 in September. God, what is that about? But okay, so I'm going to be 28 in September. I'm hoping by 30 to have at least 2. That's my goal. 30 to have at least 2. Cause then that way, 2 plus where I live. So I guess technically 3. Own my own and have 2 rentals by 30. But yeah, 100%. It's like a huge, huge goal of mine. My prediction going through oil going through summer into fall. Here's my prediction. I still think oil is a very good investment. I don't think it's just needed in too many things for it to, I feel like, be a problem right now. Like, I just don't think, unless, we shut down a bunch of other workers and stuff. But I just feel like we use too much of it. It's too heavy to really be like an issue like this year, next year. I would say 5-10 years, maybe we would think about it. But I think oil, gas, all that kind of stuff is just really still needed. And I just don't think it's really going to be going anywhere. I think it's fine. This one, I feel this one because for me, utility is just, God, I don't even know, like, my utility piece of my portfolio is like maybe 1%. Maybe 1%. I don't even know. It's low as hell. But like, it is what it is. You know what? Like, you got to invest in what you understand. And I fully believe that in like the businesses and stuff. And so like, I'm just more into like consumer discretion and tech and those kind of things. Like, I'm more into it. I understand it more. So that's where I go. And I think that's why my utility is pretty low. But I think I'll have to, I don't know. Maybe I should do a video of like trying to figure out the best utilities. I did do a video about my favorite stocks in every sector. Maybe I'll revisit that. Make sure they're still good there, But yeah. I have none. Now Jason got me thinking about real estate. Gosh dang it. I wish I could. I've gone back and forth in my head too about like, okay, if I built up a certain portfolio to a certain amount, would I cash it out and buy real estate? And it's so tempting. It's God, it's always in my head. I just want to get into real estate so bad, but I'm a realtor, so it's like I should be able to figure this out, but it's just I'm so busy with so many things that I haven't figured it out yet. And I look at places, I'm constantly looking, but the good deals are swooped up before you even know about it. So unless you've been in the game for a hot minute and you have all that inside information, they're scooped. And then normally I couldn't outbid a seasoned investor. I just couldn't do it at this point. Yeah, let's see his follow up. I have cashed out my stocks several times to Byron. That's what I'm saying. Like, That's why I want to take my Robinhood account that I have right now, transfer it to my TD, and try to flip it as much as I can. So by the end of the year, I don't even know what I could make by the end of the year. I'm not going to jinx myself or anything like that. But like, I want to be able to like cash it out, pay off like the very minimal like student loan debt that I have left, and like maybe my car at that point, and then just try to use the rest for real estate. But the problem with real estate is getting approved for the loan, because I can't buy all cash. I can't buy an $800,000 freaking property, which is the average price here. For anyone who doesn't know, the average price where I'm at is about $850,000, $900K. That's average, with most of where I'm at being like 1.5. So it's just pretty nutty. Yeah, you live in NorCal, so you totally understand. NorCal, I feel like, is even a little bit worse. It's a hair worse, I feel like. And by worse, I mean harder, more difficult. Do I invest in silver and gold? To be honest with you, I do not. And I might need to. I mean, I don't. And I don't do like bonds or anything like that. Like, I literally just do stocks and ETFs and like this much crypto, because I don't understand it. But I don't. And I think what I was thinking at that point was I was young. Well, I am. Well, I'm not that young, I guess, but I'm young enough. I'm young enough, I feel like, that I was taking more just like risks in stocks. But even the stocks that I do pick are not super risky. It's like Lowe's and Pepsi and Waste Management, Apple. Like, I feel like you can't really go wrong with them. But no, I don't. It's not my thing. I'm not into it. That's a lot. Oh, you talking the real estate? Yeah. No, I was looking literally yesterday for places. And around me, there was a place, it was 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 834 square feet. Okay. I want you to guess how much that was. Like, literally, what would that be in your area? 1 bed, 1 bath, 834 square foot house. You're gonna lose your mind when I tell you how much it is. At least I lost my mind. I literally stared at that thing and I was like, anybody want to guess? You're just gonna have me tell you. 500. Yes, it was like 525 or like 535. $500,000 for a 1 bed, 1 bath condo, which, mind you, has an HOA fee. And usually the HOA fees around here differ anywhere between really like $250 and like $450. So that's an extra bit on top of that mortgage, and that's insane. What will the end of the eviction moratorium have on real estate prices? Real estate's weird right now. Like, but I'm not surprised. Like, people were super surprised when the interest rates fell so low and then real estate started booming. Like, people didn't understand like what was going on, but it makes total sense because now buyers can afford more house. They can afford more with their money, with the same amount of money as they had if the interest rates did not fall. So I don't really like, real estate is really weird because I feel like it's a lot like the stock market. Like, people are like, oh, it's going to fall, or, oh, we're crashing, or, oh, there's no way the bubble's going to burst. But like, besides like 2008, when has it like crashed so hard and not recovered ever? I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, renting, evictions, people not being able to pay their rent. I mean, I just don't know how that's going to be. I mean, nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe early 2020, we would have an issue. Like, people can't afford their bills or whatever. But at this point, like, you guys, that's the problem now with the job market too, is like, employees have the power of the job market. It's totally reverse of what it used to be. Like, people used to have to fight for a job, and now employers have to fight to find people to want to work for them. Like, people are not going back to work because they got used to working from home. People want certain things now that they had in 2020 that their employer might not offer them because they're going to go back to the office. So those people are leaving and finding other opportunities. Like, it's a weird it's a weird shift right now. Like for me personally, that's what I did. I was in a place where I had to go to work every day, sit in an office, basically by myself. Everybody else got to leave. And I had to do everything for them. So why? And I was having mental breakdowns. So I left and I found a job that pays me literally the same, if not a little bit more, to be in my house, to work wherever I want to work, sends me all the stuff I need. I get a brand new MacBook Pro M1 from Apple. I get a 27-inch Dell monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, a laptop stand. They give me a $200 office stipend for my house. Like, things are different. So I'm very interested to see how things continue to go, because I do think it's the baby stages of this like different life. But things are changing, and I feel like people can't predict the unknown, and this is like a place that we haven't been before. How much is apartment rent there for an average 2-bedroom? God, well, my apartment is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and all in all, after utilities and everything's around $2,600. Roger in the house. This guy, my guy. That's crazy. Thank God you made it. What would we do without Roger? We'll get you a 3-bed minimum. Yeah, no, it's nutty out here. It's nutty out here. What's this one? 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,800 square foot, going for 300,000. Like, literally. That's why I'm thinking about. I've been saying I'm thinking about moving to Texas. But I feel like Texas is kind of turning into the new California, and I don't really know if I want to be there 100%. But like, I look at places and I get sick to my stomach, because a $300,000 price point here. I even have a video actually that I did that I actually want to start doing again, which is like, this is what blank gets you in Southern California or whatever, because I went and toured a $300,000 condo, and it was like, you open the door, you walk in, you see the kitchen, you see the like living room area, you go up the stairs, there's like 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and like, that's literally it. I think it was like 1,000 square feet or something. It's crazy. And that was such a fun video to do, but also kind of like sickening, because I was like, damn, this sucks. How about Tennessee or Florida? Tennessee, like, I thought about it. Tennessee, Texas were on my list of like where I was looking. But here's the other thing. Like, my brother and his family live in Kentucky, and talk about cheap. Damn, that's some crazy stuff. But they're thinking about maybe coming back to California for a lot of reasons. Like, we're all out here, so they miss us. Basically, we'll just say that. So now I'm like, dang, maybe I don't leave. Maybe I don't leave, because my family's going to be here longer. So maybe I just suck it up. Maybe I just push a little harder. Maybe I try to work some overtime. Maybe I DoorDash a little bit more. Like, try to stack some freaking cash if I can. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also telling them to like, and I don't know if this is great advice, but I think it's just probably what I would do if I were them. I would probably, coming back to California, because it's so hard, and their house is selling for a lot more than they bought it not even like a year ago. And I told them to move back, rent. And I know it probably sucks. I mean, they got kids, they got a dog, like, they don't want to rent. But if you rent for 3 years after you own the home, you can requalify for first-time home buying, which means you can qualify for 3.5%, 5% down. So you don't have to have 10, 20%. So they should take the equity they have in their house when it's all said and done, put it into an account, save it, come out, rent somewhere. Because you can rent a house out here, like a house for like $2,500 a month. So I feel like that might be a good move, because then they can buy a lot more, because the down payment's a lot less. Or they don't have to buy a lot more, but they don't have to put down as much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm trying to help them. Like, I'm always looking for deals and stuff. I'm trying to help them, but it's hard. It's hard once you leave an area like California to like try to come back to California. So I don't know. It's difficult. It's very difficult. There's been dozens of pre-pandemic. What does this say? I can't even read it down there. Over the past year, there's been dozens of NASDAQ stocks out of 10 back in the day. That was once or twice a year. Pre-pandemic. Yeah, I mean, pre-pandemic. I mean, I don't even know if I used to say in my videos, like, oh, we're going to go to back to pre-pandemic levels, like back to pre-pandemic this, pre-pandemic that. And I don't know if our life is going to look the same as it did pre-pandemic, even though we're not in a pandemic anymore. Like, I mean, I just look at it from like jobs and economy and what's been going on and like how people are not going back to work. They want to stay at home. Like employers have to offer new different things. Like people are starting to prioritize themselves and their health and their happiness with their life more than they are going back to a job, because they've had a little taste of what a job could do if it had to, you know, adapt and pivot and change. And when you have a taste of like, well, I was doing this for a whole year successfully and having a great time, and I was in a healthier place and I was having a good time, and now you're telling me we can no longer do that, but like it was cool a year ago. I think people are starting to wake up like this should be an option all the time. Like if you could make it work for a year, you can make it work for as long as I work here. I mean, people are starting to think different. And that opens up a whole new opportunity for people to live different places. Like you can make a California salary working like some job in California, like if you were remote, making, let's say, I don't know, let's just say $75,000 a year. But you could live in somewhere like Boise, Idaho, where the cost of living is extremely lower and you're making Cali money. And people are starting to understand that. And I think we're going to see a huge shift in the way people work. I just really do. Because even looking at my own personal experience, like when I was at the job I was at, and I brought up like, you know, would I be able to work from home a day or two? Like, because for some of you may or may not know, like my sister is special needs. And so I assist my parents with watching her here and there. And, you know, I asked him like, is this something I could work from home a day or two a week? And he looked me dead in the eye. He's like, no. And from that instant, I knew like, this is not where I want to be. I don't want to like be here in this little office, like you telling me exactly what I can and cannot do while I run your entire business for you. Like I didn't like that. So I got out. I left. I am in a much better place. I have a way better job that I like, insanely better. And I think it's going to take some time to kind of see what the new normal is. And we always used to kind of talk about it on videos or in the market, like, oh, pre-pandemic, but I'm not sure we're going back. Like, I'm not sure it's going to be that pre-pandemic stuff. I think the companies, the employers who can prioritize the healthy, happy employee and kind of adapt to what the employee wants to do their job better, those are going to be the people that win. So a lot of the stocks that are crushing it in the pandemic, I think are still going to be crushing it even further on. As much as it kind of hurts me to say like big tech and like Twitter, Apple, Facebook, Google, all these people who are now like, you can work 100% remote. These companies are going to continue to crush it because they're doing what their people want. So I just feel like going back to the old school stuff, like, I don't know. I have a whole new idea because I used to think it's just going to go back to what it was. And these companies that have killed it in lockdown are going to kind of simmer back down. But I really, at this point, I don't think so. Let's see what my boy here has to say. That will be correct, I'm sure, eventually. How many more people have money in the market now with the rise of Robinhood? Yeah, that's true too. I mean, what was it the other day? Like AMC stock. AMC stock is 80% retail now. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's not something that anyone has ever really heard of. 80% is retail investors. Like, do you understand that? Like, that's so crazy. There's a shift going on. There's a shift going on in the workplace. There's a shift going on in, you know, I hate to bring up politics, but politics. There's a shift going on in the markets. There's a shift going on everywhere. And I feel like people who say, oh, this is going to happen. Oh, this will happen. I think this is what's going to go on. Like, we don't know. This is a whole new uncharted territory that we just don't understand. And I feel like you have to give it some time and just kind of open your eyes to really see what's going on. Brokers offering zero commission, people staying at home during pandemic getting stimmy checks, progress storm for a speculative market. Yeah, I mean, if they would just stop giving people money, if they would just make people freaking get a job or go work or go drive Uber or go DoorDash or go flip, Facebook marketplace stuff or get a data entry job at home. Like, I'm just don't even, you know what? I can't get started. I can't get started on politics, you guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, the idea, and here's the thing, like, to help people out and to give us a stimulus check last year in like May or whatever, when we went to lockdown in March, and to get one in May, and maybe that second one was like cool or whatever. But we're over a year. We're like a year and a half from lockdown. If you hadn't figured out how to make some money other than the government at this point, like, you don't deserve to have money. Like, I'm sorry, and I feel for people, and like, I understand that, and it's scary, especially if you have a family. Like, easy for me to see, I guess, because it's really just me, myself, and I. Like, I don't have to, but that's also my choice. I have not chosen to try to have a family or whatever. But if a year and a half out of it, you can't figure out a way to make some sort of money to help yourself out, I just don't know what to say to you. I just don't know what to say to you. I just, like, you gotta figure, like, the idea of personal responsibility is completely lost at this point, and it's really sad. It's sad. Like, I just don't even, I don't know. It's really sad. Because I see the opportunity. It's just no one wants to do it. Like, you'd rather just, they had a little taste of laying on the couch and having the government pay for them, and they're like, oh, I like this. And, like, not gonna lie, the first few months I was like, okay, I got to learn a bunch of new things. I got to learn about trading. I got to do this, got to do that. I got to take time for myself. Like, of course I liked it. But after a while, it's like, hold on a second now. Like, I got to pick myself up. We got to get back on track. Yeah, Indiana cut it off. Indiana is reinstating. Oh, God. I mean, don't even get me started. California is a freaking mess. I think I woke up like a month ago. I had like $600 in my bank account. And I was like, what is this? Like, what even is this? It was some government check I got. I'm like, for what though? Like, I'm employed. Only matter of time until dividend. Here's the thing. Like, that's the thing I always go back and forth with is like, do I continue to just make my dividend content because it's not really sexy? But at the same time, like, that's building wealth. I'm not trying to, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to obviously have a trading account for like fun, but the real nitty gritty, the real love of my life, the real thing that's going to make the difference in my life is a dividend portfolio and a long-term portfolio. So the fact that people just don't find it that much interesting anymore kind of blows my mind. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but a bit off time. I want to say your channel. Oh my God. Jason, I freaking love you so much. Wow. You guys are, I just stop. I'm trying to get emotional, man. Yeah, I appreciate you so much. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I just do my best. I'm doing my best and we're seeing what happens. Because my thing, like, I got into the stock thing during COVID and I watched a lot of the big guys and they taught me a lot. But like at the same breath, and that's kind of why I started documenting my journey with it, because that's what I wanted it to be, was just me documenting my journey of trying to, like I say all the time, just make money and have a good time. Like, I'm just trying to be better, and I'm not like super educational. I mean, I do some self-education and I look into things here and there, and I like to make content because it continues to like push me to learn new things. But I never wanted to be or want to be just like an educational, like, I just don't have the personality for that. I'm like, well, we gonna buy this and see what happens. I think it's a good idea. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's just like, I just try to have fun with it. I feel like people just overthink it too much, especially the whole dividend stuff. Like, what is there to overthink? Like, buy 10 shares of Apple and go to bed. Like, there's really nothing, like, don't worry about if you bought it at 144 and the next day it's 142. Oh, I should have bought it at 140. If you're going to hold it, just go to sleep, go to sleep, have a good little nap, good little siesta. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that complicated. You get into bad investments when you're playing those growth stocks, when you're paying the penny stocks, when you're paying playing those things that are just not sure. You're not sure. And so you got to just remember what style of investing you're doing. Because if you're dividend investing, it's a long-term account, don't trip, have fun. If you're trading though, you better get it together because that can drain you real quick. I got into Andre and then he got popular and was like, never mind, dividends are not. Yeah, no, I saw that too. I think he made some video about like he's done dividend investing and now it's all growth investing. And here's the thing, like if I was making as much money as these dudes are making and my dividend portfolio is in $1 million, $2 million, like it's going to take care of itself. I at that point, I mean, if I'm young enough and I have $1 million portfolio for dividends, like it's going to take care of itself. So I might as well take that money and play around with it. I mean, I would buy real estate with it. I don't know about anybody else, but that's what I would do with it. I mean, to each their own, but they're all like that now. they're all like that now. Talking about this stock's going to 10x or this stock's going to go to the moon or this stock there. It's just like, yo, like, that's why I think I like dividend investing, obviously, real estate investing, obviously, but I like the daily traders because they go in, they have a plan, they do analysis, they show us what they're doing, they break things down, they have all these things that you can learn about charts and patterns and technicals, and they can make some money every day. You know what I mean? Versus like, oh, I'm putting $500,000 into the stock no one's heard about, and I'm going to tell my 1 million followers about it so they go buy it too. And then it's going to go up 20% and I'm going to sell it out in like a week. And then I'm going to make a lot of money. And then phooey on everybody else when it falls back down because I take all my initial investment out. Like stuff like that is just weird to me. Like you're just using momentum of your influence. You're not studying technical. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are. I can't speak on what they're doing. Like, I can't speak on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they are studying all that stuff. But like, if I had 1 million people, maybe they have 500,000. If I had 500,000 people that I sold on a stock that was $2 and they all put $500 into it and that $2 stock went to, I don't even know, let's just say $4. And I just got that kind of return on my initial investment being who they are. So it probably was a lot of money that just doubled because I told people to buy it. Like what? Like what kind of nonsense? I just can't. Like break down a technical for me. Tell me why you entered the trade. Tell me why you bought at this point. Tell me what indicator you used. Tell me why you did this. They can't. Maybe they can, like I said. I don't fully know. But I'm just saying, like, show me how you did it besides telling people to buy it. You didn't. I mean, I could put my money in a stock. I put my money in, it's in my dividend portfolio, but it's AgeX. You guys, I talk about all the time, like how I don't know why it's in there. And I took it and I put money in it. And it was, I think my average is like 98 cents or something. And I've had it for 1.5 years. And it's like, I don't know, it shot up one point to like $1.50. I can't tell you why. I mean, who knows why that happened? I could put money in any stock and maybe after 3, 5, 10 years, it might be green one day and I can cash it out. Like I don't know. That's why I have more respect for the daily traders, the daily ones who can show me what they're doing every single day, where they enter, where they exit and take their money out. I mean, I have this Robinhood portfolio. I initially put like $2,500 into and it's like $5,000 now. I haven't done anything with it. I just let it sit there and it grows. Like what? I don't understand. It's rare to find large YouTubers still dividend investing except for Joseph Carlson. I don't think I've watched Joseph Carlson. But you guys also have to understand, like from a creator's standpoint, like people don't want to click or watch, at least from what we're seeing in the analytics and why they're making what they're making is because if you put on your thumbnail or in your title or whatever, like, I just made $5,000 in this stock or whatever, versus a thumbnail or whatever that says, I made 50 cents this month with Coca-Cola. No one's clicking 50 cents. Nobody wants 50 cents. Everybody wants $5,000 and they want to know how you did it right now. You know what I'm saying? So on a content perspective, that's why these guys, I feel like, don't talk about dividends as much, because people won't click it. They don't watch it. You don't grow your channel. And I think, I mean, I just, speaking from what I see as a creator on the platform, that's something that's been pretty difficult to try to figure out what to do with it, because I'm not going to take $500 and put it in some stock I don't understand for the hype of it to just take it out and make a thumbnail about it. Like, I can't explain to you why I did it. I mean, that's why Dogecoin, I don't even know. In that video I made, I was literally like, I have no idea what this is. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just knew people were excited about it. So I took my $3,000 profit and I got out because, like, I don't know what. I don't have an explanation. I don't want to just, like, I don't know. That's why I like the dividend investing, because you can see over time what it's doing. And I like the daily trading because you can see entries, exits. You can see everything, the thought process, the technicals. You have information. You know what I mean? It's different. I don't know. It's just, God, it got weird. Okay. It got weird. These, let's see, are all mini IPOs underwritten by boosted secure. Like, I don't even know. And I'm not even going to front. Like, I've never heard of those. Not once. Because, and here's the other thing too, is like, you have to, through your investing, through your trading, like, you have to find what works for you. And I think it's very hard for people to do that because it is such kind of like a herd mentality, you know? Like, who's the one guy who, like, blew up because he was live streaming his AMC, like, thing? I don't know his name. It's like, something about apes. I don't even know apes. I don't know the guy's name though. I don't know. But he blew up. He's live streaming literally his face and a chart of AMC, talking about how he feels like it's going to squeeze and we're okay and he's buying more. And all these guys on there on his live stream, like, yeah, apes hold strong. A ton of them, like thousands, tens of thousands of people. And I'm sitting there like, what? Why? You know what I mean? But it works for them. Like, that's not for me. I'm not going to hold something like that, or I'm not going to put my money in there when I have no idea what it is. Like, all of these tickers on the screen right now, I'm not fronting. Like, I don't even know, like, what any of that is about. It's just, for me, I invest in companies I know and companies I like that pay me dividends, or I'm going to try to daily option trade the same kind of stocks like Chewy, AMD, Apple. Those are like my top 3 favorite. DraftKings, Starbucks. Because I know how that stock moves. I understand it. I'm not going to jump from here to there to this stock is hot. Now this one's hot. Now this one. It's like, find what works for you. That's why, like, there's a trader. I forget his name too, but damn. But he trades, literally all he trades is like Tesla. And he's like, why would I do anything else if this is working for me? Like, I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything else about anybody, but I know I make money on this because I have been trading it for so long. And, like, that's his groove. Like, that's what he does. Like, that's it. I feel like people really overcomplicate it a lot. Just really overcomplicate it and try to find the next, like, and I'm just like, to each their own, but that's not for me. Do I have Abbvie? Yes, I have Abbvie shares. Let me actually look. Let me see. I think I only have like 3, to be honest. Let me see. You know, we're going to pull it up. Okay. We're doing all right so far. Let's see. Abbvie. I have 3 shares of Abbvie at an average cost of $91.19. Yeah, I love Abbvie. I think I talked about it once and then I got some hate on it because of, was it Humira, the drug or whatever? Like, they're going to fall apart and they're going to whatever. But I'm like, we'll see. I mean, you don't know that. I mean, no one knows that. But yeah, I love Abbvie. Abbvie is a really good one. And I just literally, I forget about it because quite frankly, I have not too many, but I have a lot of holdings in my portfolio. So I just forget to kind of look at certain things because I'm so focused on like a specific like 5 that I'm obsessed with right now. But I agree, Abbvie, great choice. Will, what's going on? Nice to see ya. Pretty boring. Most of my Robinhood funds, VTI and VOO. What are your thoughts on index funds? Yeah, so in my Roth, I've never even talked about my Roth. What is even going on in there? I literally forget about it all. I think there's like $3,000 in there. Why is it doing this? Wait, here we go. Clearly, I haven't been in there a while because I had to re-enter all my stuff. Oh, here it is. Actually, is there anything on here you shouldn't see? I don't think so. I'm up like 45% all time. $2,823. See? You probably can't even see that. Well, you can't see it, but that's my Roth. And in my Roth, I have VUG, Vanguard Growth ETF, VOO, which looks like you have that too, VTI, and VTV. So VTI is total stock market, and then value ETF. Those are the only 4 I have in my Roth. Like, it's not fun. That's not sexy. But it's the safest idea for a Roth I feel like I could have done. So it's like, I love them. I love them because it's not secure because no investment is ever 100% secure, okay? But it's like, I feel like you just can't go wrong. I don't know. I love them. I mean, I invest in them myself, so there you have it. If Pfizer has fallen apart with their drugs. I have Pfizer too. What are they saying now? Pfizer, you have to get like booster shots with the COVID vaccine or something. I did not get vaccinated though, so like, don't hate me, but that's not happening. Probably safe. Yeah, I think Abbvie's safe. I guess we'll see. But Pfizer, what was it? Moderna. It was Moderna now. Moderna. What? Moderna. Now I can't say it right. Moderna. Damn, girl. Moderna. They're like talking about how they now can create vaccines to help with like cancer, and they think they might be able to not cure cancer. I don't know if they said that, but basically like that they had like a roundabout way of saying that. And I'm like, that's some bold stuff right there. I just plop 240 every 2 weeks in my Roth. Yeah, like there's not much to say about a Roth. A lot of people are like, not a lot of people, but I've had people like, oh, talk about Roths, like talk about your Roth. And I'm like, what am I going to talk about it? It's really simple. Just put some good funds in there, toss some change in there when you can. I mean, you want to max it out every year. Like that really is the goal, but I forget because my baby is my dividend portfolio and I'm more into that. So I just forget. But like, it's really just like security, honestly. Low float IPOs really highlight the fear. Agree with shares on almost you run from 5 to 162, but agree is a crazy thing. Yeah. And that kind of stuff I feel like is what gets beginner investors and novice investors, like people who don't really understand, like too overly confident or like too into it. Because they see something like that and they just think any stock that, I don't know, is $5 or $4, $3 is going to make millions of dollars because we've seen it happen. But then that's where people get slapped and they lose money because they're overconfident that all stocks do is go up, which is not necessarily I think blue chip, obviously, kings, aristocrats, dividend paying companies tend to do so, S&Ps, ETFs, index, all that stuff. But things like this, they don't necessarily always go up. So like you have to be careful. And here's the other thing too is like, I don't know what kind of money people are playing with, but I'm not playing with enough money for that to be like huge for me. Like I would never, my risk to reward, like I would not risk that much. I'm a little bit more conservative. I don't like to lose money, so I'm not going to risk the money. I'd rather buy another share of Pepsi or something because I know it's going to something good. But like I said, like it's to each their own. You have to figure out what works for you. You have to. Dang, that's cold. Holy mackerel, you guys. It's been 50 minutes already? Oh my. I am having one hell of a time here. Wow. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Damn, we got to talk about real estate. I like that a little bit. Okay. I like where these things go. This is so fun. I don't know. I try to talk to my friends about 50%. Yeah, like I just like, well, that's like the thing. Like when you start to invest in dividends, like you get that dividend paycheck for like what, maybe 10 cents, 6 cents, and you're like, this is dumb as hell. But I don't know why I think it's so cool. Like I think it's so cool. And people really just don't like it because I mean, it's the same thing like trying to get a return on an investment from a growth stock. Like you have to put up a decent amount of capital to really not to see return, because dividends are cash flow, which if a company doesn't pay you a dividend, I truly don't understand why you invest in it, because you're going to have to sell it. You have to sell your position to see that money. I just don't like, I don't know. I think that's also why I like the daily traders and stuff, because they actually sell the position so they can confidently say like, I made $500 today. If you don't sell out of a growth stock position that you're in, you didn't make nothing. You made nothing. You made some numbers on your screen. You know what I'm saying? You made numbers. Because the next day could fall back down. You could be break even or negative. Like, but you're not going to say that you lost money because you're not trying to show off like that. So I don't know. I would rather get 10 cents every quarter. So 40 cents a year from a company that maybe the stock price went $2 up and I made $10 overall and 40 cents a year in a dividend. And I can honestly say like, oh, I made 40 cents on this, which is not really like anything to write home about, but you get what I'm saying. Like in Peloton right now, I'm up like, I don't know, $500 or $600 or something. And so in my head, I'm like, should I take the money? Do I hold it? Because technically I haven't made anything. I've made nothing. They don't pay me cash flow. They do nothing for me. I don't get the money until I sell it. So I think that's why I like the dividend, because I see it, and I like the daily traders because you see what you make every day. All this in-between stuff is just a little bit confusing. Like, yeah, your growth portfolio is up $300,000, but you don't have it until you sell it. So like, you gonna sell it or not? It's just weird. And I love boring. Boring for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, boring is good. Like, I like to go to bed at night and wake up knowing I didn't really lose a lot of money and I'm still getting paid cash flow. Like, I like that. I've got over 20% of my Roth in Viva. He's a genius. They don't pay a dividend. I mean, see, but it's like to each their own. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. It's just not for me. Like, I would not do that. I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. I'm in growth stocks to eventually buy dividend stocks, DraftKings, or hopefully. Yeah, I mean, like, I think, and that's why I have the two different portfolios, because growth stocks are fun. Like, Abbvie, who doesn't want to see their $100 turn into $400? Like, who doesn't want to see that? No one. Like, everyone wants to see that. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to hold these companies. That's why I would trade them daily or maybe swing them like a week or something. But like, take the money out and try to flip it, make some more, flip it, make some more. And when I get a certain amount, I'm going to buy more dividend stocks, or I'm going to buy real estate. I'm not going to hold a growth portfolio for a year or 2 years. Like, I don't understand that. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't understand it. I get where people are coming from, but it's just not for me. I just don't. I don't know. Here we go. Here's a knowledge bomb from my boy. Equity in retirement with dividends, you keep the equity and they cut you a check. With some management, you can pass that income generation. Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I'm saying. Wait, what? Can we just have a moment? Past 200K? That's crazy. Congratulations. I hope one day to also surpass 200K. I'm shooting for 25K, you know? If I could just have a couple more days of a 1% gain, we're going to get there. But that is freaking awesome. My goal for the end of the year was 50K, and I don't know. You know, it's kind of crazy to have these goals because I don't know what you cannot control that. What I can control is just putting money into it. That's really it. This is a good question here because the short answer is yes. I've looked at JEPI. That's what I've looked at. And I actually had it in my notebook. Here, I'll show you guys. This is my like little idea notebook. And so whenever you guys give me like ideas for videos and stuff, I write them in here. And so I go through these and I try to figure out like what I can do. And JEPI is on there. It's in here because I was into it. I just had some family stuff happen and all that kind of stuff. I kind of forgot about it, but I have definitely looked into JEPI. Jeppy. Do they call it Jeppy? I honestly, I don't know. But yes, I've definitely looked at that one. I'm kind of into it, and I honestly might add it to the portfolio. I really might. Let's see this. Dividends remove the headache of if I do it home longer. Plus, you can accidentally. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, going back to the whole dividend thing, you hold it forever, you make dividends, and you end up getting appreciation on your stock anyway. Or you daily trade in the morning and you're done within a few minutes or an hour or two and you know how much you made. But that middle ground, like where I am with Peloton, where I am literally with my entire Robinhood portfolio. Do I sell it? Do I not? Is it time to take it? Will it go more? Like, that's just like, I don't like that. I don't like not knowing because then it ends up just sitting there and doing almost nothing for me. Does that make sense? I mean, it still continues to like grow a little bit, but I'm down in pretty much everything. What am I now? Let me see. I'm down $10 today because it's crypto, but let me look my all-time. 227.78% all time, which is pretty good. But I haven't put money in here in a long time. It just sits here and I don't know what to do with it. So I'm like, I would much rather take it, put it in TD, and actually trade it. Like, hello. I'm thinking buying back. I would do it. I wanted to add some. I hadn't this month. I might do it next month. I think it's at the 27 now. 27-ish dollar mark. It's actually a company that now I've lost money on. Lost, but I haven't sold it, but you know what I mean. So to DCA myself, I think I should probably do that. I think I did a video on the whole AT&T thing. I kind of think I think people are sleeping on it a little bit. Especially with this whole new like business venture. I don't know. And like I said in that video, like a 4% or 5% dividend that they're going to keep is still really good. And the whole deal, the whole cutting the dividend a little bit is going to help them pay off debts that were really an issue in the first place. So like, I feel like if you invested in it before, like it's actually a better investment now. See, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, I agree 100%. 100%. I agree. I wish I had like $500 I could just throw back in there, but I don't. So I agree. Because I didn't realize that there was white stuff on the rim of my hat. Where is it? Right there. See, here was some more input on AT&T. I agree. Yep. I think this whole thing is making them a financially better company. And then this is what happens. We get the regret. Don't mean to call you out like that, but this is what happens. You get regret like that. So people, and that's the whole thing. I feel like that's been a little bit of a problem with YouTube and this kind of stuff is like people get influenced. And when a lot of people are doing something, you feel like you need to do it. And I feel like it gets a little sticky in that situation. I mean, I did the same thing. I did the same thing with Doge. I saw the hype of it. I saw it running up. I'm like, I'm going to get as much out of here as I can. I took my profit and I ran because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm happy because it went in my favor, but it could have easily not. And I could have lost the money. I sold out of Verizon. Oh my, I love Verizon. Amazon's up to. I love Verizon because they pay me cash flow. Do you get any cash flow from Amazon? Is Amazon paying you to keep money in there? Did you sell it? Did you sell your Amazon to get your 10%? I don't know. I'm here for Verizon. I really like it. Oh my God. If I had to pick one, okay. What are we classifying? Like, does the dividend stock have to have a certain percent yield? If no, I'm going to say Apple. But they don't pay a great dividend. But I would have to say Apple. But then if we do care about the percent, like if you want it to be over like, I don't even know, 3%, I have too many. Like this is hard. It's just too hard. But I would say Apple. I like God, there's too many. I'm trying to think of like higher yield ones. I mean, Pepsi is close to 3%. I probably would pick that. But I'm obsessed with Apple. I think it gives you the best of both worlds. And I think it's going to continue to increase the dividend just because it's so financially stable. I mean, it's literally nuts. It has plenty of room to grow the dividend without it even being somewhat of an issue. I would have to say Apple. It's my biggest holding. It's my favorite company in the entire world. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that they stand for, but it's making me money. Hey, Pete. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. Also, I don't know where you're at in this photo, but that looks like a good ass time. That's all I got to say about that. ExxonMobil. A lot of people, yeah, I thought about buying I almost said Chevy. I'm okay. Chevron. I don't know. I just never pulled the trigger on it. I mean, just like really, that's really it. I just didn't pull the trigger. KO Coca-Cola coming in hot. Coca-Cola. I mean, oh my God, chill. I mean, it's solid. I think I like obviously I like Pepsi more. Clearly, I do, but it's good too. Sandy. Oh my, we're neighbors. Pete, we're neighbors. Literally. I'm in like Mission, like Mission Viejo, RSM. I don't know if you know RSM. I always say RSM and people are like, where's that? I'm like, okay. Because I don't want to say Rancho Santa Margarita. It's like too long, but I end up having to say it anyway. I should probably just say it in the first place. God, we're neighbors. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe I should go down there. Let's hang out. E2B and CVX has high. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Chevron was one. I feel like it was. I don't know why I never bought it. I have had it on my watch list for a very long time. I should have bought it when everything was. I mean, everything was falling though. Solana Beach. Okay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. No, I think Chevron. Here's my thing. Like, I would invest in these companies still, but like I have so many in my portfolio. I'm like, I can't just continue to add. I need to kind of just continue to put into what I already have. Maybe I sell a few that I don't necessarily really want in there anymore and buy things like a Chevron, but I'd probably just take that money and put it back into ones I already have that I know and love and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. I don't know. But I don't think you can go wrong with Chevron. I didn't see this, but exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because it gives me that growth, which I don't necessarily see until I sell it, obviously, but it also gives me a dividend. So it like makes sense. What is everybody's favorite dividend stock? I'm really like curious. I really do honestly like, I freaking love to hear this stuff from you guys. I feel like a lot of people say that because they want like people to like comment on their video or like engage with it because they don't really care. But like, I really like honestly love to hear what you guys do. It's like weird probably, but I do. Dang. Okay. It's been an hour and like 8 minutes. How much longer should I be on here? Let's go to an hour 15. Okay. So like 10 more minutes because I'm just having a great time. Okay. I'm having a great time here. Wow. You guys, I've been not quarantined. I've been like isolating myself in this room because KK was sick. And I thought maybe she had COVID, but she got tested. She doesn't have COVID. So, but I've been sitting in this room for like 7 days straight. It's crazy. Wait, I didn't even notice this. You said you used to work for Coca-Cola. Dang, okay. I see you out here. PXD. Hold on while I look that up. Let me see. PXD. Pioneer Natural Resources. Okay. Let's see. What do they do? Oil and gas exploration production company engages in hydrocarbon exploration in the Klein Shale? Boy, what? Okay. Let's see. What's it at? It has a 1.56% dividend, and it's currently trading almost $142. Damn, that's a price right there. That's a price. Let's see. Let's look at the other ones here. What is everybody else like? Apple, Microsoft, or Beast can't really go wrong except for Microsoft. No, I mean, okay. I didn't mean to say like you could go wrong with Microsoft. I think Microsoft's really good, but they're kind of the same thing as Apple, like very small dividend, but I think it makes sense. I have them both, so holla. COP and FNF. What, like, see what I mean? Like, I don't even know what these are. I have to look these up. COP. Oh, Philips. Okay, yeah. 3.09. Yeah, that's pretty good. 94% people say buy it. So I think, hey, maybe you're onto something there. FNF. Oh, Fidelity. Not bad. A 3.15. Okay. See, I like these too. These look good. That's pretty awesome. I worked at Amazon for literally, they made me want to invest, but that's yeah, wait, what? That's funny. Yeah, how come they're not doing stock splits? Like, what? Like, why? I mean, I guess a lot of these platforms that a lot of people use have fractional shares. I mean, us e-traders don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little bit of an issue, but most people do. Do I believe there will be a major market correction in the near future? Quite frankly, I want to say no, but I also know who's running our country, and I want to say it's possible. As crappy as that may sound, I think it's going to be a bumpy ride. I don't think we're going to see what we saw before COVID, where it was kind of just continuously grinding up. But I also think that a pullback and a correction, a fall, a crash, maybe not a crash, we don't want to see that, but I do think that would be extremely healthy. But I wouldn't be surprised if over the next bit of while, it's going to be very choppy, very unsure. But I think the overall trend, like it always is throughout the entire history of the market, is up. So 100%, read it. Take a picture, okay? Write it down in your notebooks. 100%. That, and they pay a great monthly dividend. This is a very good point. This is a very good point. Although I will say, don't Teslas last a lot longer? Can't you get more? Actually, can you get more range? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't know enough about Tesla, but it is what it is. What's this say? I guess Amazon's exclusive deal club, play up or buy. That's, yeah, 100%. And like I said, like for me and some other people who like on E-Trade, you don't get fractional shares. Although I think did I get an email saying that they might be doing that? I could be wrong. If anybody else uses E-Trade, can you let me know? Because I don't want to say that if it's incorrect, but like I can't buy a fractional share of anything. So the only way you get fractional shares on E-Trade is if you turn on your auto drip. So like if you had your dividends just reinvested, then those shares would obviously be fractional because you'd have little pieces of this and that. But I can't just buy like $100 worth of Amazon. Like that's not really a possibility for me. I could do it in Robinhood, and I've done it. And I have that in I don't have Amazon in my Robinhood portfolio, but I could do it. Intel is good. I had Intel like at the very beginning of my investing. And then I sold out of it, and I'm not really interested in it anymore. Mostly, and I know they're bigger than just producing products for Apple, but looking at what Apple's doing and how they cut out Intel, I just don't know. I don't know. Have I made any option plays recently? I have not done that recently because I, for some reason, have not transferred my funds over to be able to do that again. But, you know, it is what it is. I used to, like, I wish I could show you guys my desktop because I have a whole journal. So I used to take screenshots of my option trades, chart it, talk about it, journal it. You can see my profit, my losses, all that kind of stuff. And I was doing that pretty heavily through, I would say like 6 months during COVID. And then I just took the money out to like live off of for a while because I was out of work. But I just need to move the funds over. And then I would daily options trade. And most likely probably document that on the channel too, if that was something anyone was into. Only because I think documenting a real life like journey into trying to be a profitable trader would be kind of cool instead of these people just like I made $5,000 in 20 seconds. So I mean, I sure as hope to someday get there, but not currently happening. But I will be. I think probably by August, I will have everything situated where I can start to do that again. I kind of have to switch up my morning routine then also in the first place. But that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Could you please do more option plays on your channel? Yeah, for sure. You know what? Let's do it. But my option plays are not going to be like swings. Like I'm not going to buy one and then like hold it for a month or a week. Like they would literally be seconds probably in and out of a play. Like scalping, basically. Like 1 to 3 minutes, 1 to 5 minutes, maybe. And they're not going to be huge numbers at first. It'd be like $20, $30, $50 because I'm not going to risk a lot. But I can definitely do that. But here's the other thing too. Like I don't know if I'm going to learn it or want to get into it. And I might. But for me, I buy calls and I buy puts. That's really it. I'm not doing no iron eagle. I'm not doing no flippity dip, spread lip, whatever. I don't know. Okay. I buy calls. I buy puts. I'm in and out in 1 to 5 minutes. I take my $50, $100, $200, and I leave. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. So I could do that. I have to kind of get back into it. It's been a very long time since I've traded. So I need to kind of like practice a little bit, back test, maybe run up the, pull up the paper trading and do some back testing on it to kind of remind myself of what I do. But I will definitely be doing that in the near future. So hopefully I don't lose all my money because that would suck. But also, like I said, like it's mostly just like 4, 5 stocks that I have on a watch list that I just, if I don't see an opportunity that day in those, I don't take them. It just is what it is. I just don't do it. Because my number one goal is protecting the money I do have. And so if I don't want to force anything. You guys still talking about Tesla in there? I think Rogers Finance, my guy. Do you still work at Tesla? Didn't you work at Tesla? I'm pretty sure you still do work at Tesla. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't even know if you're still in here. Maybe you're not, but I thought you did. So you would know more about it than I would, to be honest. But all right, guys. Dang, it's been an hour and 16 freaking minutes. Can you believe that? Oh, that's crazy to me. I'm still here and at Tesla. Okay, that's what I thought. He's out here. Do you get employee discounts? Like, do you get a company car? That would be kind of sick. Because if you got a company car for Tesla, like that would be insane, wouldn't it? You guys, it's my mom's birthday today. My dad asked me to like buy a bunch of stuff for him. He's like, can you pick me up? I'm like, what do you mean pick you up? He's like, I've dropped the ball. I'm like, okay. I'm like texting him back. Like, what? That's crazy. My thoughts on inflation moving forward. It's gonna be an issue. I mean, that's really like where we're at. It's gonna be keep it short, it's gonna be a problem. Let's see. Okay, if anybody wanted to know, an employee of Tesla himself, this is what happens here. You get $10,000 off of Tesla. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm shooketh a little bit. You get a company car from Tesla, but they give you a POS Dodge. What is that about? What is that? Excuse me? And $10,000 off of Tesla, like I feel like maybe depending on what you do for the company, I don't know, but I just feel like that's not really that much. I mean, I guess it's a decent amount, but who would have ever thought you work for Tesla, but they're giving you Dodge? Maybe we need to invest in some Dodge. I almost said Doge, like a fool. That'd be like Budweiser giving their employees a free 6-pack of Coors. Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get that. That's kind of funny. What? Holy crap. Oh, I'm going to say one more time to you guys. Like, it is pretty bad. Yeah, I was literally just about to say this. Weird. Doesn't make any sense. You guys, if anybody wants to play my fantasy football league, I need 4 more people. So I need you to step it up and help me out. Oh, it's through the enterprise, like rent a car? Well, but still, what? Your commute. Where, like, how long is where are you based out of again? I forget, but how far is do you go into the office every day? You go in every day? With a Dodge? You pull into the Tesla office in your company car, which is a Dodge. That's literally what I'm saying. Like, that's hilarious. I agree. And I made a video about Ford, and I'm really into Ford. I think I used to kind of, they just had the Lightning truck, right? So it's like the fully electric. I think it's fully electric pickup. But like, I at first was like, no pickup truck driver is going to drive some damn electrical, like the whole feeling of getting into your truck and having it rev and like being a gas guzzler and being that like man machine that it is. Who's going to buy an electric pickup? But then I saw it and I was like, it's kind of cool. And if it can give you way better MPGs, I almost said MPHs. I mean, either way, maybe both, really. It might be onto something. And I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of into Ford. I'm kind of into it. Let's see some more Tesla insider information. Although I feel like, this is secret stuff. It's highly confidential. So chill. Supercharging the world, solar tires really ramping up. Oh my Lanta. Wait, but what if they move? Aren't they moving to Texas? What if they take that? What if you got to move to Texas? Ooh. That's funny. That's crazy. You know what? Good for you. That's probably, what's your title for everybody who wants to know? Like, what do you do? Like, what's the title of your position? Can you tell us that information? Will Elon come down from his spaceship and get mad at you? Like, what do you do? I'm just waiting to hear what you do. I mean, I remember you said it, but I don't fully remember. I think it was, actually, I'm not going to put words into your mouth, so you can let me know. But I think that's crazy. Tax me Cybertruck and the semi. I'm data annotation. We optimize the neural net for self-driving. What? You're a freaking genius. Whoa. So we got a legit player up in here, guys. For all of your Tesla needs and questions. Wait, how do I, right here, this guy. Go to his channel, watch his videos, and you gotta, I don't know what to say about that. That's pretty cool. That's crazy. So this is like, you got a legit job, like 9 to 5, like you're at Tesla working on self-driving innovation. I just draw all day and eat cereal from the cereal bar. That sounds like a job I could do, except for the draw part. I could eat the cereal. I can't be drawing literally anything, but I could eat some cereal. Works for me. I don't know, but that's pretty sick. Dang, okay, working for Tesla out here. So wait, do they give you shares in the company? Do they give you anything like that? Do you get to like have a take in that? They don't offer that. They just offer Dodge. Dodge cars. Oh, that's funny. That's crazy. There's that would be like, they'd be popping their head out like, she had the dang cereal bar again, that girl. Better use my cereal brand. You guys, what's your favorite cereal? My favorite cereal, what is it? I don't know. It goes back and forth between like Reese's Puffs, Lucky Charms, Frosted Flakes. You know, the real sugary, really shitty ones that you shouldn't eat, which I literally don't have in my house, but every 6 months you get additional shares. Whoa, that's pretty cool. See, that's worth it. Like, to me, that would be something that's worth it. 100%. I worked at EXP Realty for a hot minute, and if you sold a house, they would give you equity. So like, people are making mad money through the shares, like mad money, because it went on a tear. Yeah, 100%. Actually, the company that I work for now does the same thing. We're not public yet, but yeah, the whole idea for the whole company is like everyone's an owner. Like you own everything you do. You own part of the company. You own your job. You own your decisions. You own it all. Like it's really cool. It's really, really cool. But you guys, it is that time I wrap it up because I've been here for a hot minute and I have to go do things today. It's my mom's birthday. So if you could, can you just like it for my mom's birthday, please? Really means the world to me. It really does. Or just like it for me because it really helps me out. You don't know my mom like that, but hey, that'd be nice of you. And you guys, if you've been here the whole time, you know I absolutely freaking love you. You are my most favorite people. I say it all the time. Here you go. Happy birthday to the moms. I will pass it along, you guys. But I love this, and I'm going to go live again, hopefully soon. Next week, 2 videos will be up. Then I might go live. I don't know. We'll see. Someone's dog is attacking somebody, and I got to go. Okay, so I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love the conversation, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.